The color of a child's room can have a significant impact on their mood and behavior. Certain colors have been proven to have a positive effect on children, such as blue and green, which are calming and soothing. On the other hand, bright and bold colors, such as red and yellow, can be stimulating and energetic. It is important to choose a color for a child's room that promotes feelings of calm and relaxation, as well as encourages creativity and playfulness. The color of the room can also impact a child's ability to sleep and concentrate, so it is important to consider these factors when selecting a color. Additionally, the color of the room should be something that the child enjoys and feels comfortable in, as it will be a space where they spend a significant amount of time. So let's have a look at the best color for your kid's room. 1. White. You might think cool white is too cold and commonplace to use as the main color for your child's room. It certainly can be, but when used well, cool white can create a summery, nautical-inspired look. If you want cool white to be the central color in your palette, the pictured room shows you a great way to do so. Blue printed sheets and a blue chair pop against white, and the dark brown chest grounds the look. If you think the room needs more blue, try adding some blue wall hangings, rugs, or even an accent wall. 2. Pastel pink. Soft pastel shades of pink are a common choice for young girls' bedrooms. But shades of bright pink create a more modern look, especially when you pair them with another bright color. The best way to do this is to include a proportionately small amount of each bright color. Break up the spots of color with plenty of white, and you have a dynamic yet balanced palette. 3. Spring green. Bright shades of green like spring green give any room a refreshing look. Spring green is an ideal choice if you want something a little warmer than mint but don't want an overly dark color. This shade is gentle enough to use as a wall color throughout a room, too. Naturally, spring green looks good with other spring-like colors. The pictured bedroom is a great example of a successful palette. The soft shades of pink, yellow, and coral, along with enough white to break up the look, create a soothing environment. It's perfect for helping your child wind down after a busy day at school. 4. Blue-gray. The word blue-gray covers several different shades. Some lean more blue, some lean more gray, and some seem to be a perfectly balanced mix of the two. Most shades of blue-gray, especially paler shades, work similarly to neutrals, and they also look great in palettes with a few other shades of blue, gray, or both. Paler shades of blue-gray tend to fit in with a variety of aesthetics. Try pairing blue-gray walls with white furniture for a quaint, vintage-inspired look. Alternatively, you can create a modern color scheme with pale blue-gray and deep charcoal gray. 5. Lavender. Lavender is a soft, soothing color perfect for little girls' rooms. It's a quiet purple shade with blue undertones, so it tends to pair well with other cool colors. Try pale lavender walls with sheer white curtains for a dreamy look, or energize the palette with some lime green. Lavender tends to look good with pale furniture, whether that's white painted wood or just wood finish with a very light stain. When lavender is used in a bedroom, you most often see it as a wall color. But even including a white bed with a lavender quilt in a room with white walls is a great way to start your palette. 6. Coral. Coral and peach are somewhat similar colors. But generally speaking, coral is closer to pink while peach is closer to orange. Brighter shades of coral look great when patterned with white, and they go beautifully with teal accents. However, more diluted shades of coral can also be layered in a palette with various shades of pink. The pictured bedroom does this well. The pale coral bedspread looks right at home with blush pink pillows and a dusty rose wall. 7 Rose. You might associate this subdued color with vintage aesthetics and older people. But dusty rose actually fits in very well in a room for a child. Just be sure the overall aesthetic of the room isn't too staid. Youthful accents like the rainbow pillow and the flamingo poster shown are great additions. Dusty rose also works surprisingly well in a Scandinavian-style room. Start by creating a light, layered palette with white and various shades of soft gray, taupe, and/or beige. Dusty rose is muted enough to fit into this color scheme. It works best if you include a few spots of dusty rose throughout the room rather than in just one spot. 8 Orange. Most designers would advise you to use orange with caution. That's generally good advice, but this playful color is a welcome addition to a child's room. If you're concerned about orange becoming too high energy for a child's sleeping space, try including it as an accent color in a palette full of cool neutrals. Soft shades of gray are good for this. Alternatively, you can take the same neutral palette and create a single orange focal point. A lively orange bedspread will pop against gray walls and/or beside a gray rug. If you want to add a touch more orange, a bright poster or other wall hanging will work well. 9 Blue. Various shades of blue will work well in virtually any room in your home. If you're looking for a bold color scheme for your child's room, try building a palette around cobalt blue. It's a deeper and more unusual shade than sky blue. As you can see in the pictured bedroom, it makes a dramatic choice of wall color in a room that is otherwise mostly white. Cobalt still looks good in smaller doses. It's also especially striking when patterned with white. Try including a white bedspread, cobalt blue pillows, and a white and cobalt rug in a mostly white room. Patterned wallpaper is also a great choice. 10 Peach. Peach is a lovely shade that sits somewhere between orange, beige, and pink. It's warm but not overly so it's ideal for making a child's bedroom feel cozy and welcoming. You most often see peach incorporated as a wall color, but you can also incorporate a peach bedspread into a room with cream or warm white walls. If you want your child's room to have a high contrast palette, peach furniture really pops against emerald green walls. Peach also can create different moods depending on the saturation. Bold, more saturated shades are reminiscent of summer, and more diluted shades have a spring-like air. And of course, you can influence the mood of the room depending on the exact peach shade. Go for a quieter look with pink-leaning peach, or play up the warm energy with an orange-heavy shade. 11 Yellow. Yellow is a pretty, unisex color that's a great choice for baby rooms. Pastel yellow is a common choice, but as the pictured room illustrates, brighter and more saturated shades work well if you want something with a little more energy. Like many bright colors, yellow can sometimes feel like too much if it's used to paint every wall in a room. It's a good idea to start with an accent wall and add more if necessary. You can also create a layered look by incorporating various softer shades of yellow throughout the room. Lampshades, sheets, bedspreads, and rugs are all good choices. 12 Cream. If you like warmer whites but need something even warmer, cream is a great base color for a bedroom. It does well as a wall color. But if you're concerned about it looking too unremarkable, go for a textured finish with white trim. You can use cream in a gradient color scheme to create some real depth in your child's bedroom. It looks nice with various shades of white, champagne, and beige. Depending on your child's taste and personality, you might decide you want to add an accent color. Try various shades of blue or green. Cooler colors will help preserve this color scheme's quiet appeal. The best color for a child's room will depend on the individual child's personality and preferences. It is important to choose a color that promotes feelings of calm and relaxation, as well as promotes creativity and playfulness.